Pankaj Garg is an officer of the coveted Indian Forest Service. He is a Forest Service officer of the IFS batch 2017. Formerly, he was working with the valuation wing of the Income Tax Department. He has cleared various reputed competitive examinations conducted by the Union Public Service Commission, like the Indian Engineering Services, the Civil Services Examination, the Indian Forest Service in 2015. His deep interest and experience in environment and ecology prompted him to choose the Indian Forest Service as his career. He also possesses a master's degree in environmental science and engineering from the IIT Mumbai, Powai, a bachelor's degree from NIT Jaipur in civil engineering. Furthermore, he has been awarded with the UNESCO Engineering Award 2009 for working on environment-related projects. He has presented research paper in an international conference on future environment and energy 2012 at Singapore. He was also associated with the University of Siegen, Germany, as a research intern under the Darts Fellowship, the German Academic Exchange Service Scholarship. He is currently working as the Deputy Conservator of Forests West Nashik Division. He did his OJT, the on-the-job training, in Nashik as a range forest officer in charge and an assistant conservator of forests. The experience he is sharing pertains to his experience with his forest department colleagues during these 10 years of his. I welcome you all to join this interesting talk. And now, over to you, Mr. Pankaj Garg. Wish you a very good afternoon and welcome on this lecture show.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
You are, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much for a great introduction of mine. I am currently working as DCF West Nashik. During Corona times, we witnessed a series of human-wildlife conflict in Nashik. So we are not just not an expert in dealing with all human conflict, but we have jotted down the whatever expertise we had that time. So we have used that and managed those times. So I'll be presenting you the case studies, how we dealt with this situation. Is my screen PowerPoint presentation visible?
Yes, it is on, sir.
Okay.
We can see it.
Yes.
I hope all the attendees can see it. Yeah. Please proceed,
Yes.
sir.
So it is about managing the leopards in the sugarcane field of Nashik district. So we were getting a series of complaints. There was more than around six cases of conflict in which 4 people died and 2 were injured. Major injury was found on 2 victims. And there were minor injuries on other 4 victims. So total 10 cases we found. And now also we are encountering leopard conflict basically in Igatpuri Taluka, and 4 deaths have been has occurred in past 1 month. So I have used the leopard photograph with rosette showing the huts or the houses, which shows that leopard is living nearby houses. So moving on to next slide. As we all know, Indian leopard is a Schedule 1 species which has the highest level of protection, and it is found that they are highly adaptable species that live in and around many human-dominated agriculture landscape. Like you can see in this picture, this photograph was taken in West Nashik division only in Samangaon beat, and it shows the sugarcane fields and leopard near them. And these leopards are managed to survive on variety of small wild prey like domestic dogs, livestock, and feral animals. The cases related to leopard, we have to deal with this leopard in conflict with humans, leopard roadkill, leopard fall into open well by an accident, or leopard spotted in open spaces, farmland and inaccessible places. Leopard found in closed spaces, leopard cubs found alone, and leopard found trapped in a snare and cage. These are the all cases we deal with leopard in Nashik. But in this PowerPoint presentation, I'll be focusing on leopard in conflict with humans. So if we analyze the conflict which happened during Corona times between May to July 2020. So we see in Maharashtra's Nashik region, agricultural landscapes have been known to dominate harbor leopards, and the region is devoid of wild ungulates, but there are domestic animals which are prey base of these leopard, which include cattle and dogs. Dogs being the favorite prey of leopard. If we see why these leopards come in sugarcane field, and for this, the density of leopard is so high that these leopards are being called sugarcane leopards, or in Marathi they call it Usmadil Bibtya. Like Us is the name for sugarcane, and these leopards live in this sugarcane field. So sugarcane field is the single most factor for increase in conflict over the years. And the reason being, it provides very secure and safe shelter for leopards. These leopards prey on local animals like goats, dogs, hare, etc. Water is readily available because from Nashik, Godavari passes, and the conflict which we witnessed was on the minor tributary, right bank tributary of Godavari, that is Darna River. And other reason being, female leopards find the dense sugarcane field a safe place to give birth to their cubs. So if we analyze the situation which happened, in this map we have shown there are cases. In the red dots we have shown where the death has occurred. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases in which 4 deaths have occurred and 2 were minor injuries. So in this we can see in the map all these incidences have happened near the Darna River. So we were able to conclude with this GPS location that these areas, this river bank is most sensitive. We were able to find some pug marks on the sugarcane field. Even direct sighting was also there for these leopard. But the issue was we were not getting any photos in images in camera trap. We were clueless like how to proceed forward. So in this we analyzed situation from a scientific point of view and were able to trap more than 13 leopards in next 15 to 30 days. So first thing is we put all the GPS location of incidences on the Google map, and we tried to analyze the distances between all these places. So the territory was around 18-kilometer stretch. So leopard incidences were happening in the 18-kilometer stretch along the Darna River. So now we have analyzed this incidences are happening, but where to install the camera traps? That was the main question. Next question. So we found out the locations, or we guessed the location based on the discussion with local people. Our RFO team or rescue teams went to villages and find out what is the route of leopard which it take, and we put camera traps on those routes. Secondly, we spotted recent leopard conflict incident and put camera traps there. So our team has installed 42 camera traps, and on each route, like to get the both right side and left side of a leopard, 2 trap cameras were placed at every location. Regular monitoring was being done, like changing of batteries. One important thing is that we have to, while installing camera traps, we generally put camera traps without changing date and time. So even if the camera trap capture images, but there is always a confusion, like at what time and what date the leopard images was seen. So it is very important point that camera trap must be, the date and time should be synchronized. Next is when we installed camera traps, we were able to get numerous images of leopards. And in this next, this on the same screen, I have shown a photographs in which we have put down camera traps at various locations. The dots, red dots, are the location of camera traps. It was the most this probable area of sighting a leopard. In this, after we were identifying, we tried to identify the leopard. Like based on some rosette pattern, specific marks were there on leopards. So we were able to identify that which leopard have been captured in the camera trap. Next, based on these information of rosette, we were able to find the trail of a particular leopard, in which territory or in which area leopard is moving, or at what time leopard moves. Because we were not sure that where to install the cages, what course of action we should take. So we first identified the leopards, number of leopards which are in conflict and which routes they are taking. So based on these findings, we plotted this images of camera traps onto Google Map, and we were able to figure out the route of leopard. Like in first images, first Google Earth image, or in second Google image, you can see that this leopard is moving from which time to which time and covering which distance. Like 340 meters have been covered with from 11:21 p.m. to like this started from 9:15 p.m. and it concluded on 11:21 p.m. This we were able to get from these images. Also, we were able to find out the area which the leopard is in which leopard is moving. So this data we used in installing our cages. So after that, we installed 15 trap cages at various locations. We along with GPS coordinates. In all these cages, we give proper numbering, because there was confusion at higher levels that what the department is doing. Like on day one, we were saying that 15 trap cages have been installed, and on day two also we were saying that 15 trap cages have been installed. So at higher level, they were thinking the cages are installed at one place and we were not doing anything. So we started reporting the GPS locations. Like on particular day, these are the locations of the trap cages. And on next day, we have changed the location along with GPS coordinate and reported to higher authorities that we have shifted these trap cages based on the routes we are getting of leopards. Changing locations and regular change of baits, because we tried with goats, we tried with the chicken also. So we were not able to get any result. So first we tried with chicken, then we shifted to goat, and numerous trials were done based on the baits, because we are not getting any result. So next is, even after doing all this exercise, there was hue and cry in whole Nashik district. These public representatives were calling our DCFs, then DCF Shivaji Phule sir, and the RFO. These MPs, MLAs were constantly asking them what you are doing, you are not giving any result, why don't you change the schedule of this animal from schedule 1 to other schedule so that we can kill it. So these were the situation which circumstances we have dealt with. So now I'll tell you what we did when we were not getting any result. This is like dealing with public pressure. So this is the case when a 4-year-old boy was attacked by leopard, and there was attack on its head and back. So what we use is making our presence felt by regular patrolling with jingles. So our staff was regularly present at the site. Jingles were there that you should go inside your home, you should not go out in evening, dusk and dawn time, and what are the things which you need to take care to deal with leopard. Door-to-door awareness sessions were organized by Forest Guard, in which we went to door and took signature of the family, so that we have proper documentation that we are doing awareness session. We made primary response team with local volunteers so that they can deal with the situation when our emergency response team or rescue team arrives the time. And these local volunteers were able to vent out the pressure at that point, because they have the contact of our ranger, our forest guard. They were able to call the ambulance, so they were able to manage at primary level. Second thing we did is immediate health support to victim. Even if we were not able to trap the leopard, we provide immediate health support. Like ambulance was we put ambulance in touch, and immediate ambulance services was provided, and they were taken to civil hospital. In this particular case, I was personally present, so the results were not coming in civil hospital. So we immediately shifted into private hospital, assuring them that whatever these expenses comes, it will be borne by forest department. We provided immediate ex gratia relief, like there were 4 deaths at that time. So 15 lakhs is sanctioned by the Maharashtra government in case of death due to any wild animal, and 1.25 lakhs in case of major injury, and up to 20,000 in case of minor injury. So this is also a big relief to vent out the public pressures, because a very good amount of financial assistance is provided by Maharashtra government. This is the photograph in which that boy is being taken to a private hospital. From civil hospital, we are taking to private hospital with well-equipped ambulance. Next is the warning posters. This is written in Marathi, like what precautions you should take. The children should not go out during evening time to play around, or whenever you go outside, you should not be alone. You should be accompanied by some persons. You should always have torch, or street light should be there. And you even like lathi jo hota hai, lathi mein you can put this ghungru on the lathi, so that whenever you move, there is some sound happening. Even if it's crop cutting time, you can use crackers so that leopard run away. It's not leopard does not affect us. Next is regular public interaction was done. Our forest department officials as well as the NGOs people were continuously interacting with public to spread awareness regarding danger from leopard. We involved various NGOs like Eco and Nashik Conservation Society for spreading public awareness. Wildlife wardens. We have a concept of wildlife wardens in which each district they have a wildlife warden. So it is from a non-official person. So we involved him also to spread awareness. With interviews on news channel we were given, like our then DCF Shivaji Phule sir is giving interview on news channel to spread awareness regarding leopard. Even our APCCA West, Shri Sunil Limai visited the site on June 2020, interacted with public as well as media, and told him how difficult it is to trap a leopard in this thick sugarcane field. Another problem was we dealt with public pressure. Another thing was dealing with public representatives. How to deal with MP, MLA. They were constantly calling our DCFs, our rangers, and even the report went to Mantralaya. Even in Mantralaya, they were saying that these forest department officials are not doing anything. So this particular chart, which I personally made, was very helpful in telling this minister that what we are doing. In this map, we showed where in this hut form of icon we have shown where we have installed the trap cages, in which the hut, which is colored red, shows where we have trapped the leopards. The dotted, this red dot shows the location of our camera trap, and the human form of icon shows where death has happened. So this map was able to summarize what actually the situation is, and it became very easy for the higher wildlife warden and minister in Mantralaya to take decision regarding this leopard. So we found it very important to document whatever you are doing on day-to-day basis. It should be documented, and regular updates should be given to higher officials and also to MP MLAs. And a ranger showed them how difficult them to trap a leopard. He even gave a demo to one MP that how this tranquilizing gun is used, how the medicine dose are used, or proper, what is the proper proportion of that. This ex gratia relief was made through the hands of MLA to the victim, so that they were able to the forest officials were able to get the confidence of this MP MLA, because they are their vote banks. So if they are going in public and giving them ex gratia relief, so we were able to deal with public representatives at that moment. Next is media management. Media was reporting about us not in positive way. Negative reports were coming on daily basis, like this forest department using drones, they have got permission from wildlife warden to put trap cages, and other permission have been acquired, but still forest officials have failed in trapping the leopard. So we took orientation session of media person, that how difficult it is to go in the thick sugarcane field, and how difficult it is to trap the leopard. And we took them to affected side and asked them not to spread rumors. If you get an authentic video or some authenticity of a video, then only you believe. Even we got a video of tiger being present or lion being present in Nashik, because rumors were being sent in that period. Regular press notes were issued from the DCF office that what action department is taking on regular basis. Next is staff management. How we dealt with staff. We established a 24/7 control room at the center, where our guest house is situated in the center of Nashik. So 25/7 control room was established, and emergency response team was established. So any news of leopard, if any news of leopard comes, these emergency response team has to go there and take control of the situation, and then rescue team will come. And we gave independence to field staff, because we were not getting any result. So we gave independence to field staff, why results are not coming and what you can do. So based on the local experience, they were able to get that which person to trust, which person not to trust, where trap cages should be installed. So we went by their instinct, what field staff is saying, not by the higher official, but what field staff is saying, what change in strategy should be brought. Our DCF, ACF, even CF and CCF were regular interacting with field staff, that what problem you are facing and how to deal with situation. There were situations of law and order when people were attacking us, this frontline staff. In those cases, the forest department communicated with the police department to control the law and order situation in various cases. 3 rescue teams were made with the chemical capture equipment, drugs, appropriate cages, etc., with designated uniform. We provided uniform to them so that they could be identified that these are the people who are involved in rescue. Because whenever you sight a leopard, lot of public comes and animal is stressed out, and there are chances that the attack on human can happen. So we gave a proper dress to them, and only they were allowed to go near the leopard for appropriate action, and other were cordoned off. We asked the expert team from Borivali National Park also to come and know what wrong we are doing or what are the problem in our strategy. So they came, they followed the scats or urine of leopard and found out which route they are taking and where should you install the trap cages. So these things were done by a team from Borivali National Park. So after waiting for 2 months, result finally came, and we trapped 13 leopards in 15 or 20 days of days period. Then this was the situation. These are the images of leopard we trapped. So another problem we faced is some of the leopards were very aggressive. So like this, you can see in the left hand side, this leopard is very aggressive. His canine is broken. So this leopard is so aggressive that he is damaging himself, because he cannot be confined to an area. So immediately we sent them for transit treatment center to Borivali. We have not kept them to our nursery or any area in Nashik. Immediately they were sent to Borivali National Park or Junnar Rescue Center. Next is to identify which leopard is in conflict with humans. We used a genetic identification technique, and swab samples were collected from the dead bodies, in which from different portions saliva samples were taken, and samples were sent to Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, Hyderabad, for analysis. And based on the interim report we got is these all are male leopards. So out of 13 leopards we got, only 3 were male and rest were female. So we immediately released them into wild and took a committee meeting in which NGO people were also invited, MP, MLA were invited, and our CCF was there, DCF was there, and they decided what to do with these 3 leopards, which are male. So the committee decided that they should permanently be put in Borivali National Park. So the report was sent to Chief Wildlife Warden, and he also agreed with our opinion. And finally, an order came that they will be kept in Borivali National Park. So now, what is the future course of action? Like we guess what should be done. Like trapping a leopard is not a solution because it disturbs its territory. When we do this caging, trapping of leopard and releasing to other side, we encounter many, or the conflict situation increases, or conflict cases increases because it disturbs its territory. And when we trap a leopard, it injures himself. Like in the video, the photo I showed you, the particular leopard have broken his canine teeth. So it cannot be released in wild because the canine teeth are gone. So there are high probability that it can be man-eaten. And there are chances of human imprint also if we keep them for longer period in a cage. Solid waste management and avoid open defecations are a big problem because these situations along the river Darna, but solid waste management was not being properly done. The waste from Nashik was being disposed at these locations, and it was attracting the waste was attracting dogs, and because of dogs, leopard came to the area. And in some cases in Igatpuri, what we have witnessed that at evening time, the children go for open defecation, and out of 4 cases we are witnessing in Igatpuri, 2 were there who went for open defecation during evening time. So these should be avoided, open defecation. Leopard-proof cattle shed should be made so that leopard cannot enter into cattle sheds. FRA also, Forest Right Act is responsible for increasing attacks in Nashik, because out of 4 cases in Igatpuri, all the 4 were inside the FRA plots, because these are surrounded by forest on 4 sides. So leopard can come and catch this age-old person, like above 75 years, or child. There was one suggestion by the local level staff is we should change the cropping pattern at local level. He meant that though they are growing sugarcane in the field, but around the house they can grow some other species so that leopard doesn't come inside near the house. Because in Nashik, leopard, this sugarcane being cast up till the boundary of their house, till the plinth of their house, they are growing sugarcane. So the moment leopard sees a child, it catches and go away. So this should be at local level. It should be changed. Like outside the house or from 20 or 30 meter from the house, you can grow sugarcane, but not around the house. Habitat management is a big thing which we want to do, like managing habitat, because their prey base is going down. The wild ungulates, forests have been encroached. So these are the issues. That's why leopard are coming into urban areas or fringe areas of Nashik. Census needs to be done because we don't have any authentic report of how much leopard we have. Some guesstimate is there that there are 300 leopards, and some says there are 3,000 leopards in Nashik, but we are not very sure how many leopards are there. And they being very fertile, so if a female leopard gives 3 cubs, so all 3 cubs will survive. That is the probability in Nashik, because they get water, they get the prey and hiding place, everything they get. And finally, what I want to suggest is we have to learn to live with them, and awareness is the key. We should make people aware about the leopards, and we have to make them learn that they will live with you, and you have to learn to live with them. So this was all from my part, and thank you very much for patient listening, and we can now have question and answer if someone have.
So, any questions directly to be asked, or I can just scroll through the questions being asked. So, I think you can unmute your mics and ask questions directly, and later on I can take the questions which have been asked. Anybody from the delegates who have logged in would like to ask some questions directly to Mr. Garg? So I'll take up the questions from the list which has been asked. Mr. Umesh Dotekar, he has expressed his opinion. Sir, you had a ground zero action experience. What happens? What happens once you trap the leopard in human habitat or sugarcane field? Where do you release them in terms of strategy?
Once we trap a leopard in sugarcane field, so we bring them to an isolated place, that is our nursery, which is located at very isolated place, and we do all these fitness. This veterinary officer comes and do all fitness, provides fitness certificate. All health checkup are done, and generally within 24 hours, if we see that leopard is not very aggressive, or leopard it is not ascertained that leopard is in conflict with humans, so we release into nearby areas. We don't disturb their territory much, but based on public pressure, but as soon as people sight a leopard, they ask for putting a cage. So generally, sometimes we inactivate the cage. We just, for venting out the public pressure, we put the cage, but it is not activated. And if it is activated, and if we have trapped the leopard with due permission from Chief Wildlife Warden, we release them into nearby area only. You don't disturb their territory much.
Mr. Suhas Kumar, the former Chief Wildlife Warden of Madhya Pradesh, he says the leopards get injured in a trap cage like the one shown in the image. In such cages that are not fitted with plywood from inside, must be covered with cloth immediately after the animal gets into the cage to calm it down.
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. Actually, we covered them with agro net shed as soon as we trap the leopard. But sometimes the particular leopard I showed you, it was very aggressive and he injured himself. So we cannot keep them for long in these cages, and we send them to Borivali for rescue operation.
Mr. Umesh would like to ask that did you find them coming back again in the same field?
We have not witnessed any situation in which leopard have attacked human in Nashik. Although there are cases from Igatpuri, but in Nashik we are not witnessing. We are sighting leopards, and we are still trapping them. and releasing into nearby territories. But we are not.
Mr. Rajendra Gombe would like to ask you, how much time did the CCMB took in
CCMB report, final report takes lot of time, around 1.5 months were taken, but the interim report came within 13 days. We pursued it at a personal level also. Continuously we called them that we need the report, so they provided interim report, and their report come in different levels. Like first they will ascertain that whether it is a feline or not, the species is feline or not, then they will specify whether it's male or not. And then third stage, they will say that the particular leopard is same or not. That is their protocol. So our DNA density, the DNA sample, the density of DNA in that sample was very low. So we went till stage 2 only. We were able to ascertain that they are male leopard only. Not the leopards are same or not. That is not clear till now. 13 days were taken for interim report, and almost 2 months were given for final report to come.
Mr. Suhas Kumar would like to ask you, do you put any
yes microchip were installed in each leopard which we have trapped, and the same protocol we follow. See, if we trap any leopard, then first we scan it whether it has been trapped earlier or whether it has been recaptured or captured for the first time.
Mr. Anjankar has raised his hand to ask you some question. So, Mr. Anjankar, please go ahead.
Anjankar sir was the CS at that time, so he has witnessed all the situation personally.
Pankaj, thank you for your nice presentation.
Thank you very much, sir.
So, whenever we get called to rescue leopard or tiger or any animal, first thing we do that immediately our team, we send our team to the rescue site. And we think that it is our sole responsibility of forest department or wildlife department to rescue that particular animal. But at the same time, it is the equally important duty of some police department as well as revenue department to help.
Yes.
It is united effort. This last incidence of bison rescue from Pune. Collector should invoke section 154 that would have facilitated our operation. Otherwise, animals get in trauma, shock condition, and result.
Yes, sir. Even people say that it's your leopard, you take it and take it away from the site, or give us the shooting orders, we will kill the leopard. So that type of reaction people have, we have to pacify them that it is a Schedule 1 species. We cannot kill a leopard like that. We need a permission from Chief Wildlife Warden to do anything to a leopard. Even for putting a bait, we need a permission. Because
yes, and District Disasters Management Authority should also be sensitized about such type of issues.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Archana Bahuguna from the Zoological Survey of India, she has gratitude for this presentation, and she says that the efforts are laudable. And as a host of this talk, I would like to share a couple of things with you. Like there have been some people who have been on the show, and I can put you across in both people who have dealt with leopard movements elsewhere. So a consolidated or coordinated effort can still be taken up.
Yes.
The other part is that around 30 years ago, we have experienced the same thing with tigers in banana fields in Jalgaon district. So it used to happen there with the tigers there. There have been we have been involved with a case in Dehradun where the leopard had to be captured from the IMA campus. So there are learnings from various cases, and as you suggested, that the future of this leopard all depends upon the kind of land use we are promoting or probably trying to contain. So with this note, we would like to thank all the delegates, and especially you, sir, for spending your valuable time.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure.
Lecture show, and we would like you to keep interacting with us.
Definitely.
On our lecture shows, and we will be prompt enough to send you across the invitations.
Dr. Shivaji,
Dr.
Yes,
Shivaji,
sir.
just a moment. Mr. Dhongade is something to say about. Yeah, Mr. Dhongade.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
It was a very good presentation. Please keep it up, Garg
Thank you
sir.
very much. Thank you
Since Anjankar sir is already there, just I want to share some very important information. In Aurangabad, there is university, Marathwada University or Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathwada University.
Yes,
And they have got Paul Herbert DNA Center there.
Okay.
Fortunately, the Forest Department from Maharashtra, particularly Aurangabad Division, has got a very good rapport with them.
Okay.
And they are very cooperative also. So nowadays they are giving this DNA reports etc. in detail in a week. If you follow up, then they give in earlier time also.
Okay.
In fact, in Nashik division also, when Anita Patil was this year there, that time there was a case in Trimbakeshwar regarding the some tiger panther related offence. That time also she referred all these skins etc. to Aurangabad for DNA this thing, and subsequently the immediate report was given. So I think this should be a good mechanism for the immediate collection of these expert reports. So of course, CCMB is very much valid for the court matters and offence matters, but this is also very important. And now we can get these reports.
Yes, definitely, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to request Mr. Suhas Kumar for his special comments on this particular case study. Sir, would you like to add on it?
Extremely impressed with the way the whole situation was taken care of by the young officer there. And it's a very systematic and holistic approach to the problem. And he has covered all the aspects, even the human angle and the political angle and all that, the media, everything. I think that is very important. Handling the other part of this, the politicians and the bureaucrats who have never been in the field and they don't know what happens there. So they will ask you so many questions.
Yes.
But you have tackled it very nicely.
Yes,
so I congratulate you for that.
Thank you very much.
And I was quite impressed by the way you have done this whole thing.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. And on this particular note, that handling a conflict is not actually handling the particular animal or the animals there, but it is more handling the
People.
people.
Yes.
So a human-wildlife conflict always leads to a human-human conflict. So it's a special case of a human-wildlife conflict, and if that can be dealt with also parallelly, I think we can see some silver lining in these kind of situations also. So I thank you all, and I would like to welcome you for the forthcoming talk by Mr. Nitin Kapot, who will be expressing his opinions and the way the wildlife in our Maharashtra state is being managed. So thank you very much, and have a nice weekend ahead. We have already spoiled a part of your weekend, but please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am fortunate to present this situation in front of such learned people. Thank you very much for patience.
It was a very nice presentation on behalf of our delegate to do better and still further better. And all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anjankar sir. Thank you, Gaikwad sir. Thank you, Suhas Kumar sir. Thank you, all the other delegates. Thank you, Archana. Thank you, Divya sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.